Welcome to Gotham's Hidden Gems, where we uncover the secrets and stories that make New York City more than just a bustling metropolis. Whether you're a lifelong resident or just passing through, there's always something new to discover in the Big Apple. Today, we're diving into 20 little-known facts about New York City, each more surprising than the last. From forgotten history to hidden spots, these gems will make you see the city in a whole new light. Get ready to explore NYC like never before. Number 20. The underground speakeasies. During Prohibition in the 1920s, New York City was home to countless speakeasies, hidden bars where people could enjoy illegal alcohol. While most of these establishments disappeared after Prohibition ended, a few have survived or been resurrected in their original locations. Today, some of these historic speakeasies, like the iconic 21 Club, continue to operate, offering a glimpse into the city's past. Others have been recreated with a nod to their illicit origins, providing a nostalgic experience for those who seek out these hidden watering holes. Number 19. The Vanishing House on Charles Street. New York City is full of strange and curious buildings, but few are as mysterious as the house at 77 Charles Street. This small three-story home in the West Village has a unique feature. It seems to disappear when viewed from a certain angle. Due to its narrowness and the angle of the adjacent buildings, the house almost blends into its surroundings, creating an optical illusion that has puzzled passersby for years. This quirky architectural trick is just one of the many surprises hidden in the city's streets. Number 18. The piano in the East River. In 2014, a mysterious grand piano appeared on the shores of the East River, just below the Brooklyn Bridge. No one knew how it got there or who put it there, but it quickly became a symbol of the city's quirky and unpredictable nature. The piano, weathered by the elements, sat undisturbed for months, attracting curious onlookers and photographers. Eventually, the tides carried it away, but the story of the East River piano remains a testament to the strange and unexpected things that can happen in New York City. Number 17. The ghost of St. Mark's Church. St. Mark's Church in the Bowery is one of New York City's oldest churches, with a history dating back to the 17th century. But what many don't know is that the church is also said to be haunted by the ghost of Peter Stuyvesant, the last Dutch governor of New Amsterdam. Stuyvesant is buried beneath the church, and legend has it that his ghost still roams the grounds, sometimes heard walking with the distinctive sound of his wooden leg. The church's history and the eerie tales surrounding it add an intriguing layer to this historic site. Number 16. The hidden message in the Times Square Ball. Every New Year's Eve, the world watches as the ball drops in Times Square, but few know about the hidden message embedded within the iconic sphere. The ball, which is covered in thousands of Waterford crystal triangles, features intricate designs that convey themes of unity and peace. Each year, new triangles are added, symbolizing a message of hope for the coming year. The ball's evolving design reflects not only the passage of time, but also the aspirations of those who gather to celebrate the new year in the heart of New York City. Number 15. The oldest house in Manhattan. Tucked away in Upper Manhattan is a time capsule of the city's colonial past, the Morris Jumel Mansion. Built in 1765, it is the oldest surviving house in Manhattan and served as a headquarters for George Washington during the Revolutionary War. The mansion later became the residence of wealthy New Yorkers, including Aaron Burr, who briefly lived there after his infamous duel with Alexander Hamilton. Today, the Morris Jumel Mansion is a museum, offering a glimpse into the city's early history and the lives of those who shaped it. Number 14. The subway's abandoned levels. New York City's subway system is vast, but not all of it is in use. Beneath the bustling stations lie abandoned platforms and levels, some of which were never completed or were closed due to changes in the system's design. One of the most famous examples is the lower level of the 42nd Street station, which was intended for an express line that was never built. These ghostly remnants are a testament to the city's ever-evolving infrastructure, hidden in plain sight as millions of passengers pass above them daily. Number 13. The Statue of Liberty's unused fort. Lady Liberty is one of the most iconic symbols of freedom, but did you know she stands on a fort? The base of the Statue of Liberty is Fort Wood, a star-shaped fort built in the early 19th century to protect New York Harbor during the War of 1812. The fort was never used in battle, but its sturdy walls provided the perfect foundation for the colossal statue gifted by France in 1886. Today, visitors to Liberty Island can still see the star-shaped outline of Fort Wood surrounding the statue's pedestal. Number 12. The secret apartments in the public library. The New York Public Library on Fifth Avenue is a treasure trove of knowledge, but few know about the secret apartments hidden within its walls. These apartments were originally built for the live-in custodians who maintained the library's heating system in the days before automation. One such apartment still exists, preserved as a relic of a bygone era. While it is no longer occupied, the apartment serves as a fascinating reminder of the library's history and the people who kept it running. Number 11. The Forgotten Cemetery in Washington Square Park. Washington Square Park is one of New York City's most famous public spaces, but beneath its picturesque lawns lies a much darker history. In the late 18th and early 19th centuries, the area served as a burial ground for thousands of people, many of whom were victims of yellow fever epidemics. Today, the park's iconic arch and bustling atmosphere give little hint of its past, but reminders of the cemetery occasionally surface, such as the discovery of human remains during construction projects. Number 10. A park above the streets. The High Line is one of New York City's most innovative green spaces, but it has a fascinating history that dates back to the 1930s. Originally, an elevated railway line designed to remove dangerous freight trains from the streets of Manhattan's West Side, the line was abandoned in the 1980s and left to decay. In the early 2000s, a group of community activists led a campaign to transform the derelict structure into a public park. Today, the High Line is a stunning example of urban renewal, attracting millions of visitors each year to enjoy its unique blend of nature, art, and architecture. Number 9. The Little Red Lighthouse. Nestled beneath the towering George Washington Bridge is the charming Little Red Lighthouse, a beloved but often overlooked landmark. Officially known as the Jeffries Hook Lighthouse, it was built in 1880 and became famous after the publication of the children's book, The Little Red Lighthouse and the Great Gray Bridge in 1942. The lighthouse was decommissioned in 1947, but was saved from demolition thanks to a public outcry. Today, it stands as a quaint reminder of New York City's maritime history. Number 8. The mysterious black cube of Astor Place. The Alamo, better known as the Astor Place Cube, is a massive rotating black cube that has puzzled and entertained New Yorkers since it was installed in 1967. Weighing nearly 1,800 pounds, this public art installation was created by artist Tony Rosenthal. What many don't know is that the cube is actually designed to spin on its axis if pushed. Over the years, it has become a symbol of the neighborhood, with countless locals and visitors giving it a gentle spin as they pass by. Number 7. The Hidden Subway Station. Beneath the streets of New York lies a forgotten piece of architectural beauty, the City Hall Subway Station. Opened in 1904, this station was part of the city's first subway line. Its stunning design, featuring vaulted ceilings, skylights, and ornate tiles, makes it a true masterpiece. However, it was closed to the public in 1945 due to its short platform, which couldn't accommodate longer trains. Today, it remains hidden from the daily rush of commuters, accessible only through special tours and the occasional glimpse from passing trains. Number 6. The Whispering Gallery of Grand Central. Grand Central Terminal is not only a transportation hub, but also home to one of New York City's most intriguing secrets. Located near the Oyster Bar, the Whispering Gallery is an architectural marvel where a whisper spoken in one corner can be clearly heard in the opposite corner. The curved arches create an acoustic phenomenon, allowing sound waves to travel along the surfaces. This hidden gem is a favorite spot for those in the know, offering a unique and interactive experience right in the middle of the bustling terminal. Number 5. The Birthplace of Modern Pizza. New York City is famous for its pizza, but many don't know that it's also the birthplace of the modern pizzeria. In 1905, Gennaro Lombardi opened Lombardi's on Spring Street in Manhattan, which is recognized as the first pizzeria in the United States. Lombardi's introduced the concept of selling pizza by the slice, a tradition that has since become a defining characteristic of New York-style pizza. This humble beginning sparked a culinary revolution, making pizza a beloved staple across the country. Number 4. A City of Islands. While most people think of New York City as one large island, the city is actually an archipelago composed of over 40 islands. Besides the well-known Manhattan, Staten Island, and Long Island, the city includes lesser-known islands like Governor's Island, Roosevelt Island, and the mysterious North Brother Island. Each of these islands has its own unique history, from quarantine stations to abandoned hospitals, adding layers of intrigue to the city's already rich tapestry. Number 3. The Secret of the Empire State Building. The Empire State Building is one of New York City's most iconic landmarks, but there's a little-known secret about its design. The building was originally intended to be a docking station for dirigibles, or airships. At the time of its construction, in the early 1930s, airship travel was seen as the future of aviation. The spire of the Empire State Building was specifically designed with a mooring mast where airships could dock. However, due to high winds and the inherent dangers of docking at such a height, the plan was quickly abandoned, leaving this fascinating feature largely forgotten. Number 2. Central Park's forgotten underground. Central Park is a world-renowned oasis in the middle of the city, but did you know there's an entire underground network hidden beneath its lush greenery? This network, known as the Central Park Tunnels, was designed in the 19th century to keep pedestrian paths separate from carriage roads. Today, these tunnels are rarely seen by the public, but they continue to serve as a reminder of the park's intricate and thoughtful design. They provide a glimpse into the park's history and the vision of its designers, Frederick Law Olmsted and Calvert Vaux. Number 1. The birthplace of teddy bears. Our journey begins with a story that's as heartwarming as it is surprising. The teddy bear, a beloved childhood companion, owes its origins to an incident that took place in New York City. In 1902, after President Theodore Roosevelt refused to shoot a bear cub during a hunting trip, a political cartoonist named Clifford Berryman illustrated the moment. Inspired by the cartoon, a Brooklyn-based shopkeeper named Morris Mictum created a stuffed bear and named it Teddy's Bear in honor of the president. The teddy bear quickly became a national sensation, with its roots firmly planted in the heart of New York. And there you have it. 20 hidden gems and little-known facts about New York City that showcase just how rich and varied the city's history really is. From secret subway stations to mysterious pianos and ghostly legends, New York is a place where every corner has a story to tell. Whether you're a local or a visitor, there's always something new to discover in the Big Apple. If you enjoyed exploring these fascinating tidbits with us, be sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Your support helps us continue to uncover and share the wonders of cities like New York. Thanks for watching, and we can't wait to take you on another adventure in our next video.